Hello and welcome back. It's Debbie from the Tarot Bee. I hope you're doing well. We'll give the cards a little shuffle here. And we will see what we've got for our messages for today, for the 24th of September. What do we have? First up, we have the Page of Swords in reverse. An indicator that we have an immature person around us, somebody acting immaturely, someone who may have lost direction, showing a lack of clarity. There may be some lies, deceit. Could be looking at somebody who's quite rigid in the thoughts. Okay, so what we have is somebody who's feeling quite trapped. Okay, in the near past energy, we see the High Priestess in the upright, which is a card of intuition. The High Priestess is very psychic, very in tune with emotions, very powerful person. This is a relationship that's grounded in reality, love and wisdom. It can sometimes indicate a third party situation, infidelity. Next to the Page of Wands in reverse, I'm wondering if that might be what we're seeing. With the Eight of Swords reversed, this is somebody who has not got things organised. Someone who's disorganised. The thoughts are disorganised and chaotic. The judgment may be clouded. Someone's acting out of sorts. Definitely see somebody who's not acting like the usual self. Someone acting quite irresponsibly, taking risks. See what's going on in this situation. What more information can we get? We see the Four of Wands, which I did see come out when I was doing the pre-shuffle. The King of Cups and the Hanged Man. With these three cards, I do see emotional stability, a happy home, a celebration. You know, this Four of Wands card signifies a lot of pleasure, prosperity. There could be new births, a growing family. It's just a comfortable, happy, contented card. The King of Cups, of course, can signify a water sign. Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. This is somebody who wants to be loved and admired, who goes to great lengths, who loves the family. And with this, we're seeing the Hangman. This is somebody who's sacrificed for the family. I see a scenario where maybe in the recent past, somebody's made the wrong choices. They've been tempted by somebody else, and this has got them acting out of sorts. But that they've returned to the family home, sacrificing this, what was, for what they have, and the love that surrounds them by the family. You know, the King of Cups is a very mature person. Very sensitive, is easily hurt. He's the sort of person who, if he had even thought about entering into another relationship with somebody else, or, you know, just been tempted, that would have been enough to throw them off balance. Have we got any other advice messages? We've got another king here. This king is passionate, fiery. There's a lot of sexual energy with this card. I see this card is looking up at the High Priestess here. I get a sense that somebody's battling between them, between these different emotions. They're feeling confused about that. They're feeling they need to get their affairs in order. They need to get everything. It's just become so disorganised and chaotic. They're thinking. They started to tell lies. The heart is at home with the family. But there's a risky side. There's another side to this person. And that's really standing out to me with these cards, the way that I see them. You've got the World. This is going to end. This affair will end. I do feel that this person will sacrifice the other for his family or her family. It's come full circle. The Two of Wands. I feel like this decision's been made. And somebody's very focused now on the right path. There was two clear paths this person could have took, but they've chosen what for them is the right one. They've gone with the heart. They were torn between two. They had a difficult decision to make. But they've overcome. You know, this is a very egotistical stance. They've overcome that fear. And they're seeking harmony. They're seeking what's emotionally and spiritually more rewarding. They know that this is about the physical with this other person. This is the definite. There is a definite decision been made to end this. Any final messages from this deck? The Ace of Cups. Emotional renewal, new beginnings, starting again. Looking at having focus on love, the heart, matters of the heart. Very clear focus. Trying to suppress that other side, the risky, the passionate, that sexual energy that's going on. Overlooking that with a foresight on love, family. They've chosen to do that, and their mind is set now on that. You know, this is a real emotional high. Stability. There could be a birth of a child, might have drawn someone back home, because I saw that earlier as well, that there might be a birth of a child or a pregnancy there. Somebody's finding the joy, the happiness, and they're finding it within the home. The cup is overflowing, and that is where the focus is on that. Which you can see here in this card. Oops. I mean, I think the message is quite clear, but I am just going to take one from this very large deck that I have here as a clarifier. The card I've drawn is the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is about those choices in love. And it's about those questions that somebody might be asking themselves, if they've made the right decisions, if they've chose stability, they've sacrificed their happiness for security. Somebody's thinking about love options. You know, I mean, I do think the message today is quite clear. I saw it from the very first card. Somebody's had an offer of another relationship, and they've thought about it, and they've I don't know if they went that far to be with the person, but they've certainly thought about it. And it's left them feeling completely disorganised in the mind. You know, left them feeling trapped, fearful, anxious. They didn't like the person they were becoming, telling lies. They had no clarity, they didn't know who they were anymore. They were acting irresponsibly, reckless, out of passion. But they're now on the right path. I feel like somebody's made that decision, and the decision is to follow the heart. The Eight of Cups. Exactly that. You know? Their affairs are now in order. The thoughts are now very clear. They know what they want. They're turning their back. They're rejecting. This situation's become untenable. It's failed. This is a failed situation. We've now got controlled emotions. We're detached from this other emotional. We're attached emotionally from this other person. And we're heading for that wish fulfillment. The Four of Swords. This really has been turmoil for this situation this person's been in. Has been a real turmoil for them. They've acted completely out of character by making these choices, and it's took it out of them. It has completely took it out of them, exhausted them. But they are starting to feel stronger, and there is that sense of the things are going to get better from this point on, which they are. If this person carries on the right path, everything will eventually sort itself out. Okay, I'm going to get an angel message here. What do we have? And what we see here is life review. Archangel Jeremiah. Take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. And that's certainly what I see this person is doing. It's like they've done a health check on the relationships, and they've realised that this was unhealthy. They've detached themselves from it because their world was becoming topsy-turvy. They've taken control now. They've relinquished the control. They've made the sacrifices they needed to make for them and for their family. I hope that somebody takes something from this message and it resonates somewhere. Thank you very much for watching today. Take care.